So for this first shot, I used 2 green screens, one that I draped over some PVC pipe propped up on some tripods, that was for the foreground, and then I had one in the background. Then I filmed 2 separate shots, one of me stepping over that green screen in the foreground onto a table, and then a second shot of just the TV. I brought both of those clips into Premiere, masked out myself and the table from the green screen clip, used Ultra Key to get rid of the green, dragged my TV footage under the green screen clip, rescaled and positioned the shot of me to line up with the bottom of the TV, duplicated that footage, repositioned it, brought the brightness down, increased the contrast, and then dropped the opacity to create a shadow. Then the last thing I did was take a screenshot of the Disney Plus menu screen, scale that down and reposition it to fit the TV, and after all that I have my final result. For this shot, I filmed 2 different clips, one with the hammer attached to a string and hanging in front of a blue screen, and the second of me acting out the motion. In Premiere, I masked around the hammer, getting rid of the string, used Ultra Key again to get rid of the blue, dragged the footage of me underneath the clip of the hammer, and then keyframed the rotation and the position to match up with the movement of my hand, giving me the final result. Okay, so for this shot I filmed 4 different clips. The first one was of me in the car acting out like it was taking off and flying and the green screen in the background. Then for the second clip I filmed it with a drone that I started at the same height and the same angle as the camera that filmed the last clip. Then flew up into the air a few hundred feet and turned the drone to the left so that I can match that movement up with me turning the wheel from the car shot. Then for my last 2 clips I did the same thing, but I shot through the trunk towards the front of the car so I could get another angle in there through the windshield. Filmed my other clip of the drone taking off and turning to the left, then brought all those clips into Premiere, keyed out the green, dragged the drone footage under the clips of me in the car, then timed up the turning of all the clips to give me the final result. For this shot, I filmed 2 different clips. The first one was of me walking in front of a green screen, and the second was of a toy TIE fighter that I put on a table and shot in the same lighting conditions as my first clip. Then I masked and keyed out the green screen shot, scaled it down and repositioned it, duplicated that footage, flipped it vertically, repositioned it underneath, dropped the opacity, added a blur, and this created a reflection on the table. For this final shot, I took my green screen and laid it down across my driveway, then took a beam that I could walk across and stacked it on a few bricks. To record my footage, I took a GoPro and attached it to a head strap and wore that as I walked across the beam. After I was done shooting that, I took the footage and brought it into After Effects and tracked it inside of Mocha. I tracked this log on the side of the frame that I was using to hold down the green screen. After Mocha was done tracking, I jumped back into After Effects and applied that tracking data to a null object. Then I key and mask out the green screen footage so I'm just on a black background. Then I went onto Adobe Stock and signed up for a 30-day trial. They give you 10 free downloads, and I found this image of a top-down view of a street from a building. I rescaled and positioned the image how I wanted it in my shot, parented that image to the null object, and then turned on motion blur for the image, and then I was finished.